Hey everyone, RJ here with CV Tech, and today I'll be doing a speed test comparison between the Pixel 4 XL and the Pixel 3a XL. Let's get it started. Okay, so today I'll be doing a speed test comparison between the Pixel 4 XL and the Pixel 3a XL, and if you're new here and enjoy this kind of content, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. That would be awesome. So right now, let's go ahead and start up with the boot up test in 3, 2, 1 now. So I expect the Pixel 4 XL to start up a lot faster than the 3a XL, but we'll see what happens here. Both of these here are really good phones, and I'll explain a little bit more here as we get into the video, but of course the Pixel 4 XL starts up a whole lot faster here than the Pixel 3a XL. Okay, so first things first, I want to hit on a few specs and the price points of these devices. The Pixel 4 XL being the flagship model of 2019, and the 3a XL being the mid-range device of 2019. And honestly, you can't go wrong with either one of these devices. It just really depends if you want the flagship model here with a more powerful processor, more RAM, more storage, or if you want the more mid-range device that costs around half the price with a smaller processor, less RAM, and less internal storage. But both of these phones here, they offer some very good performance between the two. Now, of course, you get the Snapdragon 855 with 6 gigabytes of RAM and 120 gigabytes of storage here on the Pixel 4 XL, but you're looking at $1,000 for the top tier Pixel 4 XL. The Pixel 3a XL comes in one configuration, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage, and running the Snapdragon 670 processor. And you're looking at a price of around $479. Now, there are some specials and deals going on with both of these phones, but just giving you the retail price of these phones, $1,000 versus $479, so about half the price here between the two devices. Now, you do have a dual camera setup here on the Pixel 4 XL, which is just your standard wide angle lens and your telephoto lens, and you got your standard single lens back here on the back of the Pixel 3a XL. However, Google has pushed out a lot of the camera features from the 4 XL to the 3a XL, so and as far as camera features go, they're about the same. Still really the best still shot photos here on the market in my personal opinion on these devices. So yeah, $1,000 for the Pixel 4 XL and $479 for the 3a XL. Now, like I mentioned earlier, both of these here are very good devices, okay? If you can afford the Pixel 4 XL, I would say go for it. However, if you are more of a budget, the 3a XL will not disappoint. You're looking at half the price of the phone. Of course, there is difference in specs like I made mention of, but you can't go wrong with either device. So let's go ahead right now and look at some Antutu and Geekbench 4 scores. And as you see here on the Pixel 4 XL, it pretty much crushes the 3a XL in benchmarks. Geekbench 4 shows 3,089 single core score and 10,023 multi-core score, while the 3a XL is 1,625 single core score and 5,154 multi-core here, both running Android 10. Go into Antutu benchmark, and you'll see that the Pixel 4 XL again crushes it with a score of 413,542 and 190,181 here on the Pixel 3a XL. So let's go ahead and go back home, and we'll clear out all the apps here. Clear out. There we go. Clear out. And we'll get started in with this test starting now. That was the Pixel 4 XL. YouTube. Pixel 4 XL starts up first. Calculator. The Pixel 4 XL. Calendar. Pixel 4 XL. Clock. Pixel 4 XL. Camera. That was the Pixel 4 XL again. Amazon. And the Pixel 4 XL took it. Let's go into Instagram. Pixel 4 XL. Play Store. Pixel 4 XL again, settings, Pixel 4 XL. So we knew this was going to happen. Pixel 4 XL again, Twitter, Pixel 4 XL takes it. Let's go into Netflix. And the Pixel 4 XL takes it again. Going to gaming now, Temple Run 2. And we're going to see a big difference here, of course. Starts up before it even begins to load. That's where you're going to see the biggest difference, is in gaming performance, how fast games start up, and how games run, stuff of that nature. But you see a big difference there between these two. Subway Surfer, and loading right up there, and there you go. I mean, it's just blazing fast. It's quick. So let's go back home and go into Dead Trigger, and starts up immediately there on the Pixel 4 XL, and we're still there. We go on the 3A XL. Now you're seeing, in the gaming, 2 to 3 seconds apart. However, in the opening up apps, yes, the Pixel 4 opened up every app faster, but it wasn't like a landslide. It wasn't like 2 seconds, 3 seconds slower. It was usually just, one open, next one open. So pretty close here. But of course, depending on how hard you use your phone, of course, this is 16 apps in the background. So opening 16 apps, just don't have so many apps open in the background. Of course, that's going to determine here in the RAM management. 6 gigabytes of RAM, 4 gigabytes of RAM, stock Android. Both are Pixel devices, so we're going to see how that works out here in a moment. But to be honest with you, while this is a more powerful phone overall, it's going to be able to handle a whole lot more, stress than the 3A XL is going to. But you're looking at a phone that's double the price, so there you go there. Let's go ahead and check out RAM management here on the Pixel 3A XL first. Start with Dead Trigger, and we're open. Subway Surfer, we're open. Temple Run 2, we're good. Netflix had to reload. Twitter, we're good. Snapchat, we're good. Settings, we're good again. Play Store, we're good. Instagram, Amazon, we're good. Clock was open. Calendar, calculator, YouTube, and the Bible. Everything's open except for Netflix. Let's go on over here to the Pixel 4 XL and do the same thing here. That was open. Subway Surfer was open. Temple Run 2. Netflix had to reload. Twitter, Snapchat, Settings, Play Store, Instagram, Amazon, Clock, Calendar, Calculator, YouTube, and the Bible. Everything was actually the same as far as reloads, except for Netflix. On both of them had to reload. So, I mean, that's 16 apps in the background. And honestly, just clear your apps out. I mean, you ain't got to have 16 apps in the background. You ain't got to have 8 to 12 gigabytes of RAM in a phone. As you're seeing here, 16 apps in the background. And it opened every one of them up except for one. So both of them are very good performing phones. And honestly, as far as camera quality goes, both of them are amazing. Both of them have really good cameras on the back. It's amazing what Google can do with one single lens on the rear. They done it right with one lens. And the telephoto lens here, yes, I know there's been complaints about, not having an ultra wide angle lens. That's just the way it goes, okay? But you can't go wrong with either phone. It's just whatever's in your budget. You're going to get years of support with these devices. If you can't afford a Pixel 4 XL, I can completely understand that. It is a lot of money for a phone. And when you got a phone like this right here, that yes, gaming was not as good. It did not open as fast. As far as gameplay between the two, once you're in the game, they both work very, very well. A55 processor, 670 processor. Yes, it's not the most powerful processor in the world, but it will, suffice most of your needs for a phone. And so yeah, that's just my little comparison there, speed test comparison between the two devices. And I hope it was helpful. And if it was, hit that like button. Any questions you may have, leave it below, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Also hit that bell for notifications. I would appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.